If you think AI is cold and soulless, then you're not alone. You might have heard that 95% of enterprises are not seeing ROI on AI and thought, why bother? Well, you should bother because this is an AI strategy problem that you can solve. And this week, I'm sharing the framework to fix it. Hi, I'm Allison, and if you're new here, I work with business executives and boards to build lasting business value through AI. And when I say an AI strategy problem, you should think of a fast, unstoppable force like a space rocket or a cheetah. And now imagine those forces lacking direction. And now you've got a weak AI strategy like a firecracker or a kitty cat. So if you want AI with ROI, you need direction for the momentum. Therefore, I combined two of the most financially powerful business forces, which are also the most human elements, into one strategic business framework for AI. I call that framework the helix, and it looks like this. At the bottom, we see two threads. One for the customer and one for the employee. But the bonds between them are broken, meaning that there are many missed opportunities. I almost think about these like economic paper cuts in your business. It's just painful to do business. And the customers and the employees, they're disconnected. So the proper use of AI here is to listen and gather candid information. For example, a few years ago, managers at the dollar store were so desperate to be heard and to have support that they posted videos of restocking boxes in the aisles and begged to give their employees more hours to complete the work. This kind of systematic listening from candid feedback for employees and customers, which is hopefully not going viral on social media, is a very low risk place to start. Low risk, high reward. AI can collect more nuances than a survey. It can distill themes, it can imprint the founder's cultural guidance, it can route issues to management and track successes. So repeating this process will begin to knit together the strands and push your business into the center of the helix, which looks like this. Now employees and customers are connecting, but it's still a bit distant. I experienced this just earlier this week when I went to my local Wells Fargo branch for notary services. Now the branch manager, to her credit, noticed that I'd been a customer for over 20 years and thanked me. Great start. But then she began aggressively pushing not one, not two, but 3 different products. And she had not earned the right to do this with me. And that's what a distant bond feels like. The center of the helix is like a dance where you gracefully and gradually learn more about your customers to build the bond. AI can have a big impact here as the connective tissue, often between the back-end systems. And that creates a way to empower the employees who then can empower the customers. At Wells, what the branch manager didn't know was that the prior week I had made an appointment online at a different branch. I specified that I wanted to talk about new accounts, so it's in the data stream. But imagine how much better this conversation could have been if that branch manager was empowered to ask me questions like, hey, how was your last appointment, Allison? What did you decide to do? This is a wholly different conversation, and you can hear how the tone changes. So AI strategy at this stage does 2 things. 1, it empowers employees to do more than just blindly chase metrics. And 2, it adds timely individual customer nuances to the data stream. AI amplifies the bond. It does not remove the branch manager. Now, finally, at the top of the helix, we have the tightest bonds and the largest economic impact. Now you are leading with intelligence that is built from every employee-customer interaction. And the financial impact here, the returns that follow, are really good. A great example is when Delta Airlines knows you're going to miss your connection, so it automatically rebooks you on the next available flight. That means you're not going to a different competitor, you're going to Delta. Now, I'm super excited because I've just kicked off a project to implement the first stage of the helix. So if you want to talk about this diagnostic that I use to find broken bonds in your business, then say helix in the comments or message me here.